I'm proud to report that after about 3 years of really hard work, on Displate I've achieved 20,000 sales. I want to point out two things on this page too. This is my earnings page. I took a screenshot on Saturday, December the 10th of the year 2022, and I requested my payout on the 3rd of December. So about 1 week later, I took this screenshot. So within the span of 1 week, I've made about $2,100 in sales. The other thing I wanted to point out is that I haven't uploaded anything at this point in time in about a month. November the 11th is when the last time I uploaded, and Saturday, December the 10th is the day that I took this screenshot. So I just wanted to point this out to give you at least hope that you don't need to spend every waking moment uploading designs. Here I've gone a whole month and I haven't done anything on this site and I've already made $2,000. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 tips to make sales on Displate. Let's jump in. All right, tip number 1 is niche marketing, and there's 2 types of people in the world. Some who their eyes roll up in the back of their head when I talk about niche marketing because they can't stand even the thought of making something that's not true to them. Or there's people that just realize, look, we have to make what the public wants in order to make some sales. So I'm going to go, for example, here to maps. This is trending designs on maps. So I can scroll through these different designs and I can see here, these are all public domain, and you can see the skill set involved. Now, as I hover over these different maps, you can see there's more like this that pops up underneath. So what I would suggest you do is take a look at the trending designs, and you can go through and ask yourself, can I make designs of this caliber? So for example, here's an example of a cat that's used in like a Photoshop. They've basically merged a whole bunch of things together, a moon, waterfall, that kind of thing. It's a beautiful looking design. A lot of people who use Photoshop, they're not at this level that they could do that type of a design, but that's okay. What about this one? This one says, I can't adult now, I'm gaming. So let's check out this one. This is just a regular, looks like they would have got this design from Vexels or some sort of third-party website, or maybe they made it themselves, but you can see from the collection, there's not a lot of technical aptitude here. And I'm certainly not putting this down. I'm just saying it's a simple, elegant design that they probably would have purchased somewhere. So what I would do if I'm doing niche marketing is I would go in right here to the artist. And then from here, you can see they have collections that are best selling. And you can see the collections, they're sorted by which ones are the best selling designs. So you can see here animals is their best selling design. You can also flip this to go to Displate's best selling. So now that it says Displate's best selling, we can see the penguin holding the gaming device, saying just one more game. That is the best selling design this person has on their shop. So we don't know if he's selling 1 or 10 or 100 a month, don't know, but this is something that we can take a look at and go, okay, maybe this niche is popular enough that maybe I could join it as well. So the second part of this is up at the top where it says search for metal displates. I would type in penguin gaming and I would see how many results that I get back. Here I've only got 34 results back. And look, these are nice designs, but they're certainly not something that you or I couldn't create in Photoshop or Affinity Photo. So there is opportunity here. This is a best-selling design. It's on the trending page. And there's only 34 results. So it's not outrageous. Okay, so tip number 2 involves graphic design. So what I'm going to do here is go down to just straight up best selling. And where I'm going to click on this one right here. It's a space design. These are pretty popular on Displate. And we can see here there's a really nice looking astronaut. He's hanging out on Earth that looks like it's in the middle of a meteor shower. We can see there's more from the collection down below. So what I would suggest you do is you go to the artist's page and then you see how many displays does this person have? 25, 5, and 12. So that's about like 42 displays total. I'm going to click on the space collection and then ask yourself, can you make designs of this caliber? And if the answer is no, if you can't make designs of this caliber, then you really have 2 options. Option number 1 is don't make these types of designs. Just look for another niche that you can make those designs that you're good at. Or go buy Photoshop or go buy Affinity Photo and learn how to make designs of this caliber. I'm not trying to be braggy, but if you're really good in Photoshop, you're looking at this going, this ain't that hard. I mean, it's basically they've just taken a couple filters, they've put a couple planets together on a background, and they've basically uploaded the design. I think this is a very elegant design, very good looking, but it's not technically complicated if you have a skill set. So you can learn it. Photoshop's not outrageous. And I've got lots of tutorials on Crafty Stacks where you can look at Affinity Photo and Photoshop and make designs similar to this relatively easily. Tip number 3 is to ask yourself, why are people buying metal signs? Not t-shirts, not coffee mugs, that kind of thing. So what I would suggest you do is ask yourself, why would somebody buy a metal sign? I'm going to type in a search term here, basil, and we're going to see that 140 designs come back. So why might somebody buy a sign, a metal sign that says basil on it? You can see here it's just a vintage background. There's an actual picture of basil and then the word basil underneath it. So this is a pretty simple design. The reason somebody might buy this is because they have a kitchen or a pantry and they're looking for a neutral, subtle design for their kitchen. I'll do another example. I'll type in gaming. Now this is going to bring back a lot of results, 31,000 results, but we can see here the top results are not usually going to be great for a t-shirt. Here we can see one that says gaming zone, and this would be a great looking poster for someone's bedroom or their gaming room. So what I would suggest you do if you're selling on Displate is ask yourself, why are people purchasing metal signs specifically? Here's another example. Tequila gets us back a little more than 1,200 results. If I click on the top result, this is a chart of all the different tequila types of cocktails. Well, you can imagine this would look great in somebody's basement bar. They would put this up in their home and they would give it some great decor. So this wouldn't look great on a t-shirt. I mean, there's a ton of text on here about how to make different drinks, but this makes a great looking metal sign. So ask yourself, why do people buy metal signs? Where would you hang one in your house, in your workshop? Maybe you'd hang it in your garage. There's lots of different opportunities here specific to Displate that Redbubble and Merch by Amazon wouldn't necessarily be able to compete with. I hope you found this video helpful. I certainly don't want to come across as braggy about my sales, but I'm really proud of myself. I've worked really hard on it, and to achieve 20,000 sales is no small feat, and I'm looking forward to achieving 25,000 sales someday. Really hope you found this video helpful. Here's another video on how you can supercharge your print-on-demand journey.